Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the best strategy for getting the mastery camos on Call of Duty Vanguard. Now, like myself, if you clicked on this video, that means that you're trying to get the mastery camos on Call of Duty Vanguard. I did have Damascus and Dark Matter on both Call of Duty and Modern Warfare, and I'm pretty much going to be using the exact same strategy in Vanguard to get there in the least painful way possible. So let's get right into it. So to kick off your camo grind, I'd highly recommend that you guys start with the Riot shield and the knife. The reason I'd go for these two first is they're probably the hardest and the most tedious gun or weapon out of all of them on the list. My theory behind doing these first is that you're probably going to die a lot whilst trying to get these weapons gold, which means your KD is going to get completely tanked, so that when it comes around to you doing the ARs, the SMGs, the snipers, you're going to get into much easier lobbies and SBMM isn't going to treat you as harsh. So now that you've got both the knife and the Riot shield gold, we can finally start getting on with it and doing two categories together at the same time. What I mean by this is you can do a primary, so an SMG, AR, sniper, and you can pair that with a secondary, launchers, pistols. So what I'm going to be doing, and I'd recommend you guys do first, is actually do snipers paired with pistols. Snipers are quite hard to do in Vanguard as the ADS is extremely slow until you get it to a higher rank and you can put those ADS attachments on. Then it becomes a little bit more easy. But for the early levels, it is really hard to get good, like a decent amount of kills in the game. So the reason I've paired them up with pistols is because you can use the pistols for closer range encounters and you can use your snipers for medium to long range. They just work hand in hand and you can get them both done together quite quickly. Once the snipers are done, you might not have all the pistols done in that time. If not, then move on to the LMGs and pair that with the last one or two pistols you have left. Once the pistols are done, all that's left for you to do now is your launchers. Now, the launchers is probably the easiest, but the longest in my opinion. So what I do recommend you doing is whilst you're doing your LMGs, your SMGs, and your ARs, you have one on secondary in the background, and every time an enemy airstrike or every time an enemy UAV goes over the top, you make sure that you're prioritizing taking it down. One tip for the launchers: when shooting out aircrafts, make sure you aim a little bit in front because it does take some time to travel into the air. Also, if you're playing on smaller maps, like domination on a smaller map, please make sure that you prioritize getting those kills off the objectives with your rocket launchers to do the triple kills. Once you've done your LMGs, you can finally move on to your shotguns, which is one before the good part, which is your ARs and SMGs. Get your shotguns done quickly, run and gun with them on domination and hardpoint. Trust me, they'll get done extremely quick. They are quite OP in Vanguard, so you should have a bit of fun using the shotguns. So once you've got your LMGs done, you should be hoping for at least one launcher done, moving into your SMGs and your ARs. It really doesn't matter which one you want to do first, ARs, SMGs. They're both really, they both take quite similar time. It's really just whatever you prefer. Personally, I think I'm going to be doing ARs first, as I do prefer SMGs and will have more fun at the end. All that's left to do now is finish off your either your SMGs or ARs, and you're sweet. That's it. You've done the mastery camos for Vanguard. I do understand that it takes absolutely ages for the weapons to level up, as most of them go up to level 70, whereas in Modern Warfare they went up to about 50, which is absurd. But I will be making a video on how to level up your guns quickly in Vanguard. And so finally, what we can start talking about is the game modes that you should be playing to actually get those camos quite fast. So what I'd recommend for the knife and snipers is just normal domination or hardpoint. The reason is because these game modes go on the longest out of them all, and also when people are camping on objectives, you can get your stun in, you can look over objectives, and you can get some easy picks with the sniper and obviously the knife. And then for everything else, your ARs, SMGs, LMGs, you know, the rest, the Riot shield, make sure you're playing domination or hardpoint, but hardcore. The reason you do this is because the time to kill is a lot less, meaning you can get a lot more kills in one single game. Playing hardcore also helps out a whole bunch with getting those long shots on your SMGs and ARs, because you literally one-shot people from across the map with one bullet. That's all from me for my Vanguard mastery camo strategy. If you learned anything from this video, please hit that subscribe button down below and turn on those notification bells so that you never miss out on any future Vanguard content.